Alright, so now we're on to part 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy, or rather duplicate, this so that way we can use it for our V laminar, and it copies right down here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go straight into setup, and I'll pause as it loads and whatnot. Okay, so now our setup has been pulled up, so we're going to go to Viscous, and we're going to change it to laminar, hit OK. Everything else should be the way it needs to be, but we can just double check. We have all of our boundary conditions. We need to make sure our wall is no slip, so we're going to select wall and let it pull up its bar, and it has no slip, so we're good there. Going to hit apply and hit close, and we can go down to our reference values, and it's still velocity inlet, so everything's good. I'm just going to go ahead and hit run calculation. And it'll ask if it's okay to run after you hit calculate because it needs to iterate, and just go ahead and hit yes. And I'll pause it once it gets to the iterating 500. Alright, calculation is complete. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come down to graphics and select contours. And we're going to see what the static pressure is, so compute, save and display. Now we see this for our static pressure. And I'm going to switch from static pressure to pressure coefficient. Hit compute, save and display, and it looks about the same. And that's because I didn't have all of my surfaces highlighted. So we're going to compute, save and display. It looks about the same. So now we're going to go to velocity. Everything's highlighted. Hit compute, save and display. And there we go. Gonna hit close. And then we're going to come over to plots. XY plot. I'm going to select wall. First things first, it's going to show us the static pressure. That's what the static pressure looks like. Gonna go to pressure coefficient, save and plot. That's what the pressure coefficient looks like. Gonna go to velocity. That's what velocity looks like. Once again, if you need to write anything, all you have to do is select write to file, select the file that you want to write it to, and you're pretty much good. So now we're going to come down here, select report, scroll down to forces, select wall, and then print. And then there is our drag coefficient. Now we're going to come back to workbench, and we'll select results. And I will get back to you once that is pulled up.